Hey guys, welcome to Cutting Steaks on Paper Plates. I'm Kim.
I'm Chi, and you guys are joining us for Seafood Sunday.
Alright, today I'm going to be making a 6-cheese seafood linguine in a white wine Alfredo sauce. Basics here, we have heavy cream, of course, 6-cheese mix, crab meat, we got some minced garlic, we have green onions and parsley for garnish and topping, yellow onion, roughly about a half an onion, give or take. I have garlic and herb cream cheese, linguine noodles, butter, olive oil. I have basic white wine here. I like to use Chardonnay, but whatever your preference is, just nothing too sweet. I have a pound of shrimp, already peeled, deveined, and all of that. And as far as seasonings, I like Old Bay. I have a Cajun seasoning here, salt, pepper, of course, garlic powder, white pepper, and onion powder. Of course, we have the linguine noodles, and that's it. First things first, we're going to start off with the shrimp. As I said, it's already peeled, deveined, all that good stuff. So we're gonna drizzle with just a little, we're gonna open it first. Then we're gonna drizzle with a little bit of olive oil. Okay, and we're gonna go in with some little garlic powder, white pepper, onion powder, and a little bit of the Old Bay seasoning. I'm not a person that measures when I season. I just kind of go until my grandma says stop. So do your own thing on that. Season to taste. I'm gonna go ahead and mix it up. Okay, and we're gonna set that off to the side. Now we're going to head on over to the stove so we can get started here. We're gonna turn this on about a medium high, give or take. We'll let this heat up a little bit. We're gonna go in with half olive oil and half butter, about a tablespoon of each. Toss that in there, equal parts of both, give or take. All right, we have our olive oil and our butter heated up over here, all melted. We're gonna toss in a few diced onions. As I said before, about a half an onion, not too much. You don't want the flavor to be too strong. We're gonna let this sizzle up a bit. All right, our onions are getting a little translucent. That's what we want. Now we're gonna go in with some freshly chopped minced garlic. If you're a person who doesn't really like to chop or mince garlic, you're more than welcome to use the kind that comes already minced, but I find that the freshly minced garlic tastes a lot better. I personally can taste the difference, but to each their own. All right, you wanna be careful not to burn the garlic. You literally only wanna have it in here for about 30 seconds, give or take. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and toss our shrimp in here, get that cooked. Cook these for roughly about 2 to 3 minutes per side. We don't want them to overcook. They're gonna kind of finish cooking in the pot still once we get the sauce going. So don't want to cook them too much, too fast. And you can go ahead and flip these babies now. There's that nice pinkish orange color going on here. Turn that down just a bit. I know that a lot of people actually like to use cooked shrimp for these kind of meals, but I'm not a fan of that. I prefer fresh shrimp. Seasoning and the flavors don't really stick to the already cooked shrimp when you use them in these kind of dishes. But again, to each their own, do you think? All right, these are pretty much done. We're gonna go ahead and take these out, set them aside. Just put them on another plate, stick them in the microwave until you need them again later. Now we're gonna pour in about a half a cup of white wine. And we're gonna let that simmer and reduce just. All right, so our wine sauce has reduced just enough. I'm going to go ahead and pour in my heavy cream. Now I know a lot of people swear by the jar sauces, the classico, the ragu, whatever you want to call it, but making Alfredo sauce from scratch is literally the easiest thing ever. You don't need to buy it in a jar. Trust me. There is a big taste difference. All right, so we're gonna bring this to a slow boil. And once it starts to boil and bubble up on the sides, we're gonna turn it down low on a simmer. All right, about another 2 minutes on that, and then we can go ahead and add in some of our cheeses. All right, so this is a perfect simmer. Not too many bubbles. We're gonna add some of our garlic and herb cream cheese bread. This is actually one of my secret ingredients. Gives the pasta that kick that it needs sometimes, you know? Go ahead and stir that in really good. Sometimes it can take a minute to break it up, but that is when pull out the whisk. Also, if you have a really nice pan like I do here, be smart and use a rubber whisk, not a metal one, because I'm messing up my pan right now. And it looks like our pasta water is boiling. So we're gonna go ahead and throw in our linguine into the water. And be sure to salt your water and put a little bit of olive oil in there too. Make sure we got some flavor in that pasta water. And the package instructions, give or take 9 or 10 minutes al dente. We're gonna go in and add some of our seasonings. We got a little bit more onion powder here, garlic powder. And again, I don't really measure, just go until my grandma says stop. Creole or Cajun seasoning, whatever is fine. I like this one because it has a little kick to it. And a little bit of white pepper. And we're gonna go ahead and mix that. And get our pasta stirred in too. Double fishing it here, guys. All right. Mix in these seasonings, and now we can add in our 6 cheeses. Again, this is the 6 cheese Italian mix. This one has mozzarella, provolone, romano, fontina, asiago, and parmesan cheese. So all the good stuff in here. The cheesier the better. I normally put about a cup or so, give or take. Okay, mix that in. And at this time, your eyes should be on very low. The sauce is pretty much done. We're just mixing in these cheeses and getting them all melted together. I like to do half and half, add a little bit now, and then I add in a little bit more after we incorporate the noodles in here. All right, and now we can add back in our cooked shrimp. Go ahead and toss those in there. And if your shrimp are not cooked all the way through, they're gonna finish cooking in the sauce, so don't worry about that. And it looks like our linguine is almost done. Another 4 minutes or so. Our noodles are just about done. So we're gonna turn those off. Move over to the sink and get these strained. Back to the stove. Back on over here, these are all strained. We're gonna go ahead and just toss those in there. Mix those up. Oh, look at all that goodness. Okay, we're gonna add in the rest of our crab meat. Get that mixed in there. And for good measure, we're gonna get a little bit of lemon squeeze going on here. And of course, a little bit more cheese for good measure. Mix that up. And from here, the pasta is pretty much done. I like to add green onions to mine because I like the little crunch that it gives. So, just go ahead and sprinkle those in there. Mix that up. And I think we can go ahead and turn this off at this point. I'm gonna top off with some fresh parsley. Dried parsley is okay too, if that's your thing. All right, and that's that.